There it is, folks. The animation lab of my current college. And by current college, I mean the college that I'm going to graduate from within the next week or two. Either way, let's head inside. As you can see, we have a crap ton of animation desks. Okay, well, maybe not a crap ton, but in addition to that, we also have plenty of computers. And let me just pull this one up right now. What's really interesting about these computers is that in addition to all the random stuff, wait, here we go. I thought the mouse had died or something. No, but you'll see there's a shit ton of files on here, mostly from DragonFrame. And believe it or not, for the longest time we didn't have DragonFrame, we had iStop-Motion, but thankfully our professor Tad managed to obtain DragonFrame as well as Harmony, Toon Boom Harmony. That's correct. I'm gonna open it up right now. Oh man, and I just want to say for the record that Toon Boom has been a great help, especially with my final project. I'll get into that later, but yeah, they basically, and if I've learned anything from using Toon Boom, it's that any frame rate you select, you gotta be very precise about it, because there's one scene in my animation that I originally animated on 15s, but I felt, or did I say not 15s, I animated it on a 15 frame per second run through, and so I felt it was a bit too fast, so I tried to do it at 12, but it was synced up to the audio, so yeah, it was kind of off, so I had to slow it down in the Premiere Pro, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is what we intended to do. And what's interesting about this little time, what are they called? That I forget, my brain is not with me today, but you know, basically what's really interesting is that you can set it up, but anytime like you want to, like let's say you have two drawings in between here, like let's say it's in between here and I don't know, here. You do any like one in between, it like a bunch of extra frames come, and that's really annoying, but that's just kind of the thing you have to be aware of. But that's enough of Toon Boom. Yeah, and in addition, this is kind of the fun stuff that we tended to do here at, well, okay, maybe not we currently, but plenty of other students. We actually, in the past, got John Dilworth, the creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog, to visit us, Anthony Shepard, and I don't know who made this, but they did a really good job replicating the Adventure Time style while still making it very dark and grim and very mysterious. And yeah, so like these are the characters from the class of 2016. If you want, I'm pretty sure they're online. I know this boy is this one I'm talking about. Yeah, this one I was here for. We had Winnie Chafee from Titmouse to visit us and like sort of tell us about like what Titmouse does, what the production is like, and just what it's like to run a business like that in general, and all that jazz. And in addition, like we got, you know, storyboard paper, and like here's just something interesting. So going back to those hand-drawn animation desks over there, we do, more often than not, do pencil tests and all that jazz. And most of the animations I've done here anyway are pretty much hand-drawn. But you'll notice here that like we set them up with peg bars, and to like create the holes, we've always used this hole punch. And it's been really fun to use. But now I think it's time I show you my unofficial workspace. Let me just turn on the lights here. There we go. Beautiful, oh beautiful. Okay, sorry for that weird edit, but anyway. Yeah, and okay. I'll show you, this is a shot from the upcoming Fernando Fox short film. I'm not gonna present it to you now. That's going to be out in a few days, but here's a little interesting fact. Like, these are little, I guess, not eye rings, but, you know, stuff underneath the eyes that a lot of animators and cartoonists add to really inflict the, you know, worried expressions. I added those in later, and so I had to carefully implement them in the editing when I was, you know, basically working on my short film in post, and that can be really hard to, like, match up, you know, the proper frame. But, like, you know, that stuff should just sort of happens at times. It's always a pain. So yeah, this is basically why, like, I haven't been doing as many YouTube videos as I potentially could, because I've always just been so busy with college. And maybe in the future I'll do more YouTube videos. You never know what's going to happen. I'm not saying I'll stop, but, you know, schedules and whatnot. Weird little hand gestures. But, yeah, that's beside the point. Essentially, what I mean to say is that that short film took a lot out of me, and I hope you guys have been really patient, and I'm really looking forward to what you all think of the short film. I'm not saying you have to like the final result, but I'm just going to be really happy regardless about what you guys think of it, because it's been quite a journey. And, like, working in this little, I'm not going to say cubicle, but just like this little, I guess, office space to a degree it's been really helpful that I get to have my own little space. I mean, I'm not saying I reserved it entirely, but, like, it's the kind of place to, like, just, you want to work, to just go here and do all that jazz. Oh, and also, I should probably mention this. Always save your work, not just to your flash drive, but to any other device. And try not to work on it directly from your flash drive, because there's a good chance it'll get corrupted. I remember I was working on my animatic. I was coloring the inking and coloring one of the images, and, like, but the image was, like, directly from my flash drive, and I guess, like, I forget what happened. Either the flash drive unintentionally ejected, or I caused it to. I forget what happened, but either way, the image got destroyed. Like, I had to redo the whole thing. Well, not, to be fair, it was one image, and it wasn't that big of a fix-up. Like, all I had to do was just re-ink the character. Like, I had the background and everything, but, like, at that moment, I flipped out. And, like, that can happen, you know? That can happen. What the fuck is this? But yeah, basically, I just thought I would finally show you guys the place where everything goes down here, where all the animation is made. Well, not all the animation. We have a second floor lab and other places, but, you know, once you see our little short films, which should be up on the DCAD YouTube channel, maybe, I don't know, we'll see, you'll see just why us working so hard on our own little characters and all that jazz has been taking so much out of us. It has not been easy. And hey, like, I was here last year when I saw these shorts. They were great, most of them, but, well, okay, maybe not most, just some of them, no offense. But it kind of shows how hard people work just to make it there. And keep in mind, guys, if I move on to other things and I make more animations and all that jazz, there might not be a lot of time for me to do other stuff. But now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to talk about regarding where I am. Hope you guys enjoy the Fernando Fox short film once it's finally out. And until then, see you guys later. Now, how the fuck do I turn this off?